Well, the Water Research Commission and GeekCulture will be hosting a hackathon. It will challenge youth to come up with solutions to our water problems. It's trying to get youngsters in the tech and innovation space involved in solving some of our country's water challenges. The Commission's Kosi Jonas is here with us this morning to tell us more. Kosi, good morning. Thank you very much for coming.
Good morning, Dan.
Yeah. Is it the first time you're doing such a hackathon?
It is not the first time that we're doing a hackathon, but it's the first time that we're doing one that we've combined science and tech together. So normally,
But is it the first time you're doing one on water, I'm asking?
It's the first time we're doing one on water, absolutely.
Okay, what led to the idea? What made you decide on this approach?
So what we've been having in the Commission is that we've been looking at different ways to try to involve youth in the work that we do. And the best way to do that is to involve them in our research projects, in the pipeline of our research projects. So they're involved in research teams. What has happened, though, is that the project leaders drive all of that research and the youth get exposure and we build capacity. But we wanted to find ways to fast-track some of the ideas and the solutions. We've got a lighthouse called Water and Big Data, and it's taken us quite a while to just get that lighthouse off the ground. And the idea, we've had a couple of engagements with GeekCulture as well as other youth young institutions that have given us hackathons in the past. And this year we thought that let's try, we have one big problem, which is the mini SAS tool that we have in the organization.
What's the mini SAS tool?
So the mini SAS tool is a citizen science monitoring tool that allows you to monitor river health. So you're able to use that. The reason why this tool has been so successful from a research perspective is that it can be used in schools, in communities, in rural and peri-urban situations.
Now you say that you've got a problem with it?
The challenge is that we have an app that we've built for it, but we haven't had the right kind of thinking in minds, because our researchers are researchers and they're great at the science, but they haven't quite been able to translate this into the technical space.
Is it on the usability side of things?
It's a usability side, but also it can do more. The problem we have is that we wanted to scale. So in terms of how you're seeing some of the organisms that are featured on the app, we've got challenges with that, but we also think that it's one-dimensional and we could do different things.
Now, the young people who are going to be taking part in this hackathon,
yes.
Where do you draw them from?
So GeekCulture has a wide network. They run hackathons throughout. That's what they do. They run hackathons. So they are students that are studying science.
Okay.
There are students also from our database. We've got about 450 water science students in our database. Some of them are part of our RDI program. And
so
some
you're
of them are
drawing
part of
from the GeekCulture side, you're drawing from your database.
Absolutely.
So what exactly, it's going to be over 2 days?
It's over 2 days.
What are they going to be doing exactly? Just a practical example, yeah.
So day one will be a dialogue. And that dialogue will be a combination of researchers, the Department of Water and Sanitation, now Department of Human Settlement, Water and Sanitation, 2 representatives from the department. We're also going to have the owners of this application also in place to come and brief the students. They'll talk about some of the issues we have from a water resource management perspective, because the app is only a symptom. They're broader issues. And there's also an opportunity for this app to be scaled up and to give us more solutions. So they'll be briefed for half a day. They'll have an opportunity to then engage with the Water Research Commission research managers that have worked on an ambit of different projects. The biggest thing we found was that when we looked at hackathons, the solutions are great, especially when it comes to water, but sometimes they're a little bit behind the curve in terms of the science.
So you are hoping through this hackathon you're going to be at least step ahead?
Absolutely, because we're combining the science and the new tech and new thinking. Yeah. So for us, that combination will be able to fast-track us to better solutions.
Now that River Health app, among other things, the mini SAS mobile app, it's a focus of this thing.
It's the focus of this thing. The reason
are you hoping, that in this process, in this engagement, the day one being dialogue, that these young people might actually come up with other possible innovative solutions of some other challenge that maybe you haven't thought of at this stage?
Look, in the context of the app, yes, but what we haven't shared is that this is a 2-phase process.
Okay.
In September, we've got what we call the Water Research Commission Symposium. The symposium will then run over 3 days, and that symposium will have the entire sector. So it's a water sector event that happens every 2 months.
Okay, that will be in September.
That will be in September.
But this particular one, coming in June, being Youth Month, with the Young Hackathon.
This one is happening tomorrow.
It's only on this app.
It's only on this app. And the reason why we said that it's only on this app, we find that if we give young people broad stroke problems, the challenge is that we can't always use the broad stroke problems. We have issues with innovation at the moment in terms of the innovation value chain. You come up with great ideas, but you aren't able to scale up those ideas or link those ideas with the right people. So we thought if we take a situation or a challenge that's within the system and we try to bring in new thinking and innovation with that idea, we can do something with it. So that's why we ring fence it around one problem specifically now. However, there is an opportunity to open it up to give them bigger problems at the symposium context with the right text, which will be in September.
So the best result from these 2 days, what
Yeah.
would it be in the mind of the Commission?
Yes.
You finish this hackathon, what do you hope that will be the best outcome?
So what we hope, because I got commitment from the business as well, is that we had hoped for 30 young people. We now have 58 young people, so we oversubscribed for this particular event, because some of the challenges that young people have as well is we've got these great ideas, we always get roadshowed, but nothing ever happens. So what we've also committed to do is the most inspiring, or the idea that wins, is not going to be getting just cash. There you go, 7,000 Rand, thank you for playing, see you again next time. But rather that we'll absorb them into a WRC internship for 2 years. So what we're trying to do as well there is to try to say that there's an opportunity to apply their skills.
In a job situation.
100%. Opportunity to apply your skills in a job situation, but also an opportunity to showcase that we can't just do once-off interventions. And we're also learning as a commission. We're used to doing things in a specific way. This is technically a new space for us, and we think that there'll be a co-learning on both sides. So it's a start, and it's a small start.
No,
but we're thinking
it's a good
that
one. I mean, we are, after all, in the fourth industrial revolution.
Absolutely.
We all talk about digitalization and technology and innovation, and you are going to the right generation to try and find some solutions. Thank you very much, Kosi,
Thank you so much.
for coming through, and good luck with that.